Hey Homo sapiens and Marbites, welcome back to the channel, welcome back any new watchers or subscribers. I am Rogue Marby Scott and welcome back to another episode of Saturdayz with Marbz. So today's look is going to be very simple. Well, it's simple in my head and yeah, it's going to be bright and yeah, it's just going to be bright and a little bit of SFX. Okay, so as you probably have guessed, most of these videos that I'm doing on Saturdays have been pre-recorded, so therefore right now I am recording during, lockdown, quarantine because of COVID-19, the coronavirus. And I just want to say that I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy as much as they can, as possible, and also, making sure that you're, protecting your mental health. So, please talk to your friends and your family as much as you can if you're in lockdown or in quarantine. And also, think about others. Do not, panic buy. Please don't panic buy, should I say. There's no shortage of food. There's no shortage of anything. There is just a virus going around that, has become deadly. This channel, as you know, is a fun channel, and I hope you can come here on Saturdays if this is still going on when you see this video. I hope you can, have a few moments with me on the channel and, step out of reality and come into a safe place where you can enjoy something that you enjoy in your daily basis. We're going to go on to the tutorial, and today's look I'm actually going to say who and what I've been inspired by, what show I've been inspired by. I have been inspired by Captain Caveman. Let's go into the tutorial. Just forgive this video today because I do have my blinds open just because it's a very sunny day. I do have my ring light on also, but I still want some natural light coming in. And yeah, that's that. So what we are going to need for this look is we're going to need some lashes, any lashes that you want. We don't want them too big today. We want to be able to see our eye makeup, so we're not doing those big banana man lashes. But you are going to need some pipe cleaners because we're going to use pipe cleaners today for our brows. We are not going to be having our own brows today. And as you can see, these pipe cleaners that I am using are skinny and then they get fat and blah blah blah. So yeah, this is the type that you will need. I do have this. I have my surgical tape. Finally, I bought some, and yeah, so we're gonna go straight on to the tutorial now. So I'm just gonna go with some glue stick, and I'm just gonna do my brows lightly because I don't want the glue that I'm going to be using later to just, stick and cause trouble. So I'm not even using too much of that. I'm just gonna, wipe it on a few times just to add like a coating of protection. And yeah, this is Pritt Stick. I mean, you can use Elmer's glue or whatever glue you're going to use on your brows, or block your brows however you want to. I mean, I'm not blocking them out completely because my vision is that once I do put on my fake brows, I was going to say lashes, once I put on my fake brows, because we normally do put on fake brows, don't we? I'm hoping that my natural brow is going to create its own shadow. It's going to look like an own shadow. So yeah. So now I'm going to go in with my primer, and I'm going to kind of use a big spot of primer, and I'm going to put that all over my face, and I'm going to also put that on my lids. I mean, that's part of my face, so yeah. Okay, now I've done that, I'm going to go in with a almost white. What shade is this actually? It is Natural from the LA Girl Pro Concealers, and I'm just going to put that on my lids, and I will bring it all the way up to my brows as well. And I'm going to use my fingers to blend that up. Oh, I've got hole in my eye. Yeah, I know I'm doing like a reverse panda look right now, but that's only because I don't want to put too much concealer on underneath my eyes later. So once this dies down and I will be able to not use too much if I don't wipe too much of it away. Yeah, so I'm looking real crazy right now, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to blend out that concealer, then I'm going to go over it with some translucent powder very heavily because I want the eyeshadows that I'm going to be on top to look degraded, like very ancient-y. So going in with my first shade, I'm going in with yellow and I'm just sketching that just around my brows or my brow bone. And then I'm just going to keep going on building that colour up. I mean, it looks patchy now, but I want it to look patchy, but I still want you to see the colour as well. I don't want it to be too faded. I want the colour to actually still be there. So the yellow is acting more as a transition colour in this look. Going in now with a orange, and I am just packing that all over my lids because, well, this is the main colour of the look. And today I am using the... what palette am I using again? Oh, how can I forget? I am using the Jolie Beauty palette. And as you can see, using that orange, I'm just sketching it onto my lids and then I'm curving it just up where I have stopped the yellow. And I'm just going to keep building up that shade just because the translucent powder was a little heavy. So I'm going to have to build it up just a little bit more just to give it that vintage look, and be happy with that in a few seconds before we go on to doing our spots for the cape look. Just blending all of those colors in together, and as you can see, the translucent powder has made this look very vintagey on the eye. So I'm going in with a fluffy brush now, and I'm just you know, lightly blending in with orange just to get rid of some of that yellow and also bring in some of that shade back in. Going in with a little red around the outer corners. I'm just going to blend that all around just to deepen it a little bit, give this look a bit more dimension. And hopefully once I've finished, my skin is going to look kind of, I don't want it to look flawless, I still want it to look vintage, but not as vintage as the Button Moon makeup looked, because I was practically barefaced because I only used concealer in that video. Going in with some concealer now, I'm just going to create some spots all over my eyelids, and I'm not being particularly... oops, did I just burp? Sorry. I'm not being particularly strategic in where I'm putting these spots because I want both eyes to be different, because it is a cape after all, and all the spots are in different places. So I don't want them to be identical. I want them to look individual but cohesive nonetheless. So I'm just placing lots of spots all over my eyelid as much as I can, because I do have small eyes, but yeah, you get the gist. And in a moment we are going to go into our black shade to now fill in the spots with black. Now I had to go in quite a few times with this black only because I wasn't being very patient, so the concealer was still tacky, and it was really tacky actually. I just went straight in. So basically what I'm doing is building up that black to be very opaque, and I do go around lightly around the edges with some liquid eyeliner. So guys, as you can see, I've just done my base, and I'm trying to have my base semi-matte, a little on the dewy side, a little on the dewy side. But I want to talk you through the brows first. So using the pipe cleaners that I have suggested, I want you, or we are going to, you see this big bit here, we're going to cut that like that. Okay, so we've got two. Now with your lash glue, you're going to need to paste some lash glue there. Obviously you're going to make sure it fits your brow first and your placement, and then you're going to, oh, where's that other bit? Then you're going to lightly coat with your lash glue on top of your bottom brow. Then you're going to place your other piece of pipe cleaner on once the glue has become a bit tacky, okay? And once that's a bit tacky, then what you want to do is twist the pipe cleaners together at the ends. Just the, you know, maybe a few twists, 2 to 3, and then you'll have a shape like this, kind of. And you don't want to put too much glue on that because you don't want the hairs of the pipe cleaner to become flat and indented. Here's one I made earlier. And we're going to go on to our next step because we're still working on our eyes. So mixing a red and orange, I am just going to place that on my lower lash line just because I felt like this look needed some sort of glamour to it, considering those eyebrows that we're going to be placing onto our brows later is going to look mad crazy. So yeah, I just wanted, you know, to bring the look even further down into this look before we moved on to going on to the rest of our skin. Now that noise that you can hear in the background is clearly my dog running around. I've not muted the video just because the sound was a little off when I did mute the video when I was recording, so I had to keep it on today for some weird reason. Just lining my eyes with some black also. Going in with some highlighter now. I decided to use this bronzy red highlighter for my face only because it just looks really beautiful on dark skin, and then I go really heavily on my nose because we all know, if you watched Captain Caveman, his nose is very prominent, so therefore, you know, I need my nose to look very prominent. Anyway, moving on, I'm just putting on some lashes, and you're gonna see later that these lashes like literally are coming off. I don't know why, maybe it was because I was rushing, but I'm still going in with some highlighter over my inner corners. And now, as you can see, sorry, I'm like way behind, I'm just pasting down my brows a little bit before I stick these on. Now, do you know what? I'm really digging these brows. I don't know why, I'm just really loving how bushy and big they are. Anyway, going on to lips, I'm just putting on a nudish brown red lip, and then we're almost done. I thought I should add a little bit of cream in the middle just to give some dimension and, you know, an overall finished look to the lips.
Set free by the teen angels from his prehistoric block of glacier ice comes the world's first superhero, Captain Caveman. Now the constant companion to the teen angels, Brenda, Dee Dee and Taffy in their hilarious and sometimes scary mystery missions. Get ready for Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels!
So guys, that's how I got the look, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope I am giving you some prehistoric Neanderthal realness right now. I'm actually digging my hair because it's so messy, so curly, so wacky. I actually really am digging like these brows. I mean, if they were black, I would dig them a little bit more, just because I'm feeling like bushy brows right now, although I can't grow those myself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope you have been following me through the past Saturdays. If not, go check them out, and I will see you soon in the next video. Do you know what is really starting to tick me off is that I always forget to plug that one in, that one important thing in. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And next week, who would care to come up to the clouds with me? Rogue Marbz